What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz QNCX. Last trade, 1635, as the peacocks are squawking like crazy inside the Discord right now. And perhaps for many of you, the most important question of this day is, if the Trumpster starts bombing the hell out of bridges, oil fields, and power plants after 8 p.m. tonight, are we going to crash big time? Last trade in the queues, 585 and change. All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last trade, 1610. That's got to be near high on day. It looks like 1645. We are at 2:51 p.m. just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. First of all, congratulations. If you stuck your hand in the cookie jar for a third time in our case, and you were buying a few days ago at 9 cents, and you're blowing it out now, I got out too early. I sold my last lot at 1160. So it looks like I left 30% on the table. My reason for it was IOBT. I'll say that. I'll explain that in a second. But I just want to say congratulations if you made money. More importantly, don't be a fool. Let go of some of it. It's 16 and a quarter right now. If you were buying under a dime, take whatever is necessary in terms of covering your losses. If it reverses like it has a number of times in the last 2.5 weeks, and if it takes off like it did a month ago and runs upwards towards $1, then you're a hell of a lot smarter in this case than I am. But if you've been around the block for almost 35 years, and by the way, my birthday is this coming Monday, if you would all appreciate the work that I do relentlessly on your behalf, pinned in the top comment, $20 the first 2 months, cancel anytime. We're getting the band back together. We had a dozen sign up in the last few days. 8 or 9 of them were here 6 months, a year, 2 years ago. You got 2 months. That's a whole 60 days. We average 10 wins a month. You might pay for years and years of subscription fees before you owe me a full payment in the third month. Who doesn't have $20? Use the promo code SAVE80. It's or SAVE90, excuse me. And the second month is free. It's $20 the first 2 months. Cancel any time at trysmallbiz.com. But IOBT, we were buying it a month ago. We sold it at 33. We made 20% a second time. It subsequently gapped down at 18 and change. And yesterday it was 2.5 cents. They got it cooking. Alaska gas for air, if you will, up to 5.5, 6. In comes a bunch of dumb retail money thinking it was going to blast up and through a dime, and wah, delisted. IOBTQ now. Chapter 11's on the way. I am not, I repeat, at 1645 on QNCX saying it's the same thing. But what was similar with IOBT? They had a phase 3 failure. They hired Raymond James in that case to explore strategic alternatives. And while I do believe QNCX is much healthier in terms of potential, and there is a private company that starts with L, let's say as in light, if you know, you know, that's rumored to potentially be talking to them. I don't know if that's true, but they did hire a high caliber firm, just like Raymond James. And time again, you might remember from 2.5 years ago, GRTSQ, same thing. Where's that now? A quarter of a fucking penny. I sold it in and around a nickel and lost over 90% on my money. Thank God since then, 450 wins, 22 losses. In fact, since last August, 105-3. Are you 105-3 in the last 9 months? Do you have a 97% win rate? Do you know how to find stocks like this as we're now pushing 17 cents a share, even though I sold it way too fucking early? We also had RenX. How about CETX today? Sold that one way too early. It's tripled in the last 48 hours. Those types of stocks, penny stocks in many cases, under $1 that have been gutted. They're down 90, 95%, maybe even more. Nobody wants them. We'll take them. And then when they're touching off rockets and popping bottles over on Clown Town and everybody's got to have it, we'll give it to them. That's how you make big money. That's how you go 450 wins against 22 losses in 2.5 years. That's how you have over a 95% win rate for almost 20x on your money. Have you 20x your money? Have you even 2x your money in the last few years? Most of you haven't. We average over 10 wins a month. It's $20 for the first 2 months. Cancel anytime in the pin motherfucking comment. And I don't know how much longer I'm going to run it. My birthday is this coming Monday the 13th. Real middle name is Aries. Probably until then. So you still have a few more days. What do you got to lose? It's 20 fucking bucks. And in closing, what happens? 17 and a quarter right now. Boy, was I wrong on QNCX. 1737 at almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you do? If it's me, you let a little bit of it go. Obviously, there's going to be people in the Discord, I know this from experience, who are going to be upset. It's their money. It's their account. I don't hold anybody's money. And by the way, before I forget, don't ever send anybody money that's impersonating me. I will never charge anyone anything other than their subscription fee on the fucking pin link below. Our website, that's it. This is my only social media channel. I deleted everything in the last 2 years, in large part to help eliminate the scammers, but they're still out there. So don't ever send anybody any fucking money that's telling you that I'm going to manage it for you. No, I'll send you the picks in real time, but you got to enter the trades at your broker. You do that, you're going to make a fucking fortune. 17 and a half now. Boy, I can just feel the peacocks in there. Furious at fucking me because I sold it and left 40% on the fucking table. Qs going back down towards the lows. Last trade, 582 and a half. Look, I told the Discord this morning there's support on the 5-minute chart at 572. So he starts bombing tonight. We're going down another 10 in the Qs, another 5, 6, 800 points or thereabouts in the Dow. If we somehow get a last minute solution or a compromise, even if it comes by the end of the week or say the weekend, and they only knock out a few power plants and mostly have it centered around military bases so Trump can avoid war. Say that fast 3 fucking times when you've got a stock that's running on you and you don't own it. War crimes. You can't bomb civilian power plants. But apparently if it's mixed civilian and military, you can. So it's very simple. As I've been saying in the last few videos, there's a top at 600 or thereabouts, slightly under in the Qs. Even a settlement, we're only going up 3 to 5%. Max, we're not going to new highs until the fourth quarter. We're in a midterm year. An average drawdown in the last 17 midterms going back to 1957 is 19.4%. The S&P only came down 9%. It wasn't even official correction. So are we about to see a war get completely out of control and they're going to blast the market similar to what they did last year during the fake trade war? I'll give you a 20 to 25% chance of that. But to go down another 30 points or thereabout and take out the low of 555 from 2 weeks ago, going to be very hard. But I must say this in an effort to piss some of you Trumpsters off. And I voted for him. This is one of the most corrupt administrations I've ever seen with respect to its relationship with Wall Street. Bessent, hedge fund guy, got connections all over the place. You may have seen in the last 10 days, there was a $1.5 billion futures contract that went in the oil market 15 minutes before Trump tweeted over on Truth Social. That keeps happening. Last year during the fake trade war, Nancy Pelosi and on the other side of the aisle, a turncoat, Marjorie Taylor Greene, were buying calls in Palantir and NVIDIA within hours of the low near 400 on the Qs. Somebody's a leaker. In fact, I think they got another leaker with respect to the rescue operation. God bless each and every one of our troops, including the one they pulled out and I believe sent him over to Iraq in safekeeping. Folks, I can make you rich. You give me 3 years and it starts with $20 in the pin comment, you'll make more money than you ever dreamed possible. And while it is killing me, is I'm staring down the barrel of 19 cents in QNCX. The most important thing is that I congratulate you on a job well done.